What's going on here, guys? Figured I'd do a quick update video on the project. Yeah, I've been working a lot, anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week to stock up on money for winter utility bills and experiments, and more experiments. I got the wireless energy receivers so sensitive that it seems to pulse every like 30 to 50 seconds. Because it's picking up energy of some kind, and it picks up a little more energy during the day than at night. And every so often you'll see that pulse, even when my system is completely turned off. And you should see it pulse any second now. Huh, it was pulsing. Anyway, I don't want to film it for too long, but you're going to have to take my word for it. I developed the most sensitive wireless energy receivers that I discovered by reading some old textbooks. I'll show those in future videos too. Basically they look just like this. It's an up-down configuration of diodes. And the center of which would be grounded, and the rest of the bodies on the diode act as an antenna. So yeah, if you don't see videos for a bit, it's just because I've been working a lot, trying to build up some money. I'm gonna try and get 1 or 2 videos out every 1 or 2 weeks. It might just slow down. Like, the videos will never stop because it's my hobby. Like, I'm trying to figure all this stuff out, but they might slow down a bit. And yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm building and selling these as kits. I'm only gonna sell the small one now, because the small one produces better effects than the big one, which is very interesting. So I'll turn on the small one, which you can see there's earth ground here. I'll even move the meter out of the way so no one gets confused on wires. So literally I have, all this is just an earth grounded outlet. I grounded my radio transmitter, or my power transmitter. Anyone who knows anything about radio knows you have to ground your antenna for it to work properly. So I can run this off batteries. As long as I ground it, it works good. I ground the transmitter. I turn him on, and look how sensitive I got him tuned to. He's at 3.5 volts, consuming 0.7 watts of input, 0.8, and we still get wireless power. What other system is that efficient that you know of? And look at this. Look how efficient I got this thing tuned to. At less than 1 watt of power. If that's not an adaptation of an auto-tuning magnifying transmitter, I don't know what is. Look how efficient that is. At less than 1 watt of input. Less than 1 watt of input. You can follow the wire. It goes up to this little DC supply. You can see it. I'll just put it up here so you all can see it. I unplug it, everything will go out. Unplug, that goes out. Consuming 0 watts, plug it back in. Comes on. Comes on. Also, I've got a lot of sunlight coming in from my room, which is kind of messing with what I'm doing. But yeah, anyway. Less than 1 watt input, look what we can do. Oh yeah, I also built some of these antennas, which is a story for another video. And look at this. Less than 1 watt, and I can do that. So, I got so much stuff to talk about. So the plan for these is I cut these to match the length of the transmitter, so it will receive the full wavelength of the transmitter, and it's already working properly. Things still light up. Look at that. And notice it lights up when I hold the middle of the diodes, because I'm grounding it. So I'm thinking I get copper pipe caps now to cap it off. Well, first I would fill the inside of the pipe with a special liquid like water. Maybe water or salt water mixed with germanium or bismuth, powdered germanium or powdered bismuth. because those materials attract radio waves, and I believe the bismuth emits a small amount of radio waves, because bismuth is like so minutely radioactive it's not dangerous to humans, but it emits just a little bit of radio waves, which could be beneficial to the system. So I'm not sure if that will help. I'll have to experiment with that. These are just antennas. I can put this antenna closer to the system. It literally just sits on a wood block, and I hot glued it in place. And you see it gets much brighter when I touch the light to it. Because there's a potential difference between the antenna and my body, which is earth ground, and that's where the power flows through. So, potential difference between the antenna, which is isolated on a block of wood, and my body, which is earth ground. And I'm grabbing the middle of the diodes, which is earth ground. And the other two ends, left and right, are hot. So, got some new batteries to play with. I will eventually try and make the system run off batteries and self-looped. No reason why it can't be that way. Or if I can't get the power levels, I got the power levels to just about match unity, where my output is equal to my input with very small amounts of wireless power. So it'll probably be able to run itself in permanent standby mode, where it's running itself and lighting one or two small lights. I'm trying to get the power levels much higher. So it's consuming less than 1 watt, and we just have absolute insane efficiencies. And these wireless power detectors I made are so sensitive, like it goes nuts on certain metals, which makes me think the germanium and bismuth will help a lot. So, this power detector is so sensitive, it will also light up near anything that emits energy. It's not lighting up over here. There's certain hotspots too where you'll collect more energy with the receivers. It's kind of like how radio waves work and how they propagate. You'll have hot spots of energy and cold spots. Like, it goes mental over here. Look at that. Look how bright that gets right here. That's nuts. And when these effects occur, as long as you have a separate grounded body, you're not draining the transmitter in any way of power. Like, you can have unlimited wireless receivers with no drain on the transmitter. And I have a link to a GoFundMe to fund this. And this isn't a Tesla coil. It's a magnifying transmitter with my auto-tuning slider exciter circuit. It's a modified slider exciter circuit that, when grounded, automatically tunes to the energy of the Earth. Or at least it should in theory. That still has to be confirmed. So I'll turn it up and I'll show you what it can do. But the fact it operates at such wireless efficiencies shouldn't even be possible. It just shows you that the most efficient way to broadcast power is without wires. Wires just slow the energy down. All the power exists in the fields outside the wire. Be a hotspot. There's like different hotspots. Look when it's near the doorknob. It's very interesting. Here's another wicked hotspot. It loves earth ground, I'm telling you, man. Loves earth ground. Look at that. Absolutely loves earth ground. I got these guys lit. You've all seen that before in my other videos. This runs from earth ground in my heater. Goes to a bridge rectifier to avoid detuning. And I can touch this and not get shocked. So, people in last vid say I was cheating and I have AC power. Really? I have AC power, like, somehow? So why am I touching both and not getting shocked? Look at this. I'm touching both and not getting shocked. I dim my lights when I do it because I'm detuning the system. See? It's all radio power. I touch it, it gets brighter because it's being tuned. So, do more tests, but... And this is lit just sitting here wirelessly. It'll even light when I touch it to the battery. How insane is that? We can have a one-wired receiver battery charger. Still lights up here. The range is just incredible. There's different hotspots around the house. Ignore the mess. We had huge egg omelet today. Okay, that didn't work, but yeah. I'm gonna end the video about here, and like I said, feel free to fund all this. Links in the description. And yeah, people asked for a face reveal in the video, which I did one time in my other video, so here it is. Hope you guys saw me okay, and more to come.